These are the Edifier R1010BT multimedia speakers. So, Edifier have sent over the R1010BT. These are multimedia speakers. Big, beefy, and good looking. There's some things that actually there's a little graph here with SPL versus frequency, and it goes from, it's that 55 down there, to whenever it hits 100 hertz it'll go up to 85 and sit along there all the way up to 10k, 10 kilohertz. No, 10k. Yeah, 10 kilohertz. And that's when it'll start to drop back off down for 20k. It'll fall. So, useful little graph to have on the side there. Features active bookshelf speaker, or active bookshelf speaker system with 24 watt RMS power output, Bluetooth 4.0, a pairs of two Bluetooth devices simultaneously, and 100% MDF wooden enclosure. That's nice. 4-inch bass driver and a 13mm diaphragm tweeter driver. Dual stereo inline ports. Treble upgrade on port A. And we have specifications here of noise output. No, power output is 12 watts by 12 watts, or plus 12 watts. Each one is 12 watts. Noise level is 25 decibels. Input type is dual stereo RCA Bluetooth. Input sensitivity line in A is 700 millivolts, plus or minus 50 millivolts. Line B is 500 millivolts, plus or minus 50 millivolts. Bluetooth 400 milli FFS. FFS, that stands for fucks. No. Plus or minus 50 milli fuck 6. And then frequency response is 65 kilohertz to 17, or 65 hertz to 17 kilohertz. That's why it petered off there before the 20 kilohertz. Bass driver is 4-inch and the treble driver is 13 millimeters. And is available in other languages. So, that's the speakers, and there's precious little else in the box. Now, stuff came out there with it. Inside we have, it's already been looked at by someone beforehand. We have some speaker wire. We have 3.5 to photo, and then 3.5 to phono. For that kind of caper. Then we have Edifier. It's how to dispose of responsibly, and the multimedia speaker. What's in the box? Passive speaker and active speaker. Hooking them up. And Bluetooth from laptop and mobile phone, because you can do two at the same time. These ones are black. There we have the connections on the back. That's what it looks like on the front. It's very nice. I believe these come off with a little persuasion, maybe. I'm not going to try too hard. So on the back we have the RCA connection here for line in A and B. We have a power button here. We have bass tinkering and volume tinkering. And then we have the connection for the speaker wire to hook them both together. It would be great if they would Bluetoothly communicate with each other, but that's something we need to test in the review. And then there's an air hole here for air. Underneath there is nothing. On the side there is nothing save for a little design flourish here. And that's what it looks like from the front. So we hook the two speakers up using this wire. And that's us plugged in, ready for action. Okay, so after a bit of fiddling around and manual reading, we press the volume button on the back and it activates the Bluetooth unit. So we tap that and we should pair. And we have paired. Connected to media audio. I can now hear the click and the clack. Okay, so we're going to go with whatever works, the most recent podcast, egg-shaped sandwiches, and see how it sounds coming out of these babies. We have a little blue light.
This episode of Whatever Works is sponsored by IMAX Repairs. From helpful advice to upgrades and customizations, IMAX Repairs can supply parts for your DIY repair. DIY not your thing? Why not mail in your device and have it taken care of for you? Games consoles, Sam.
So there's a very luxury sound coming out of it, and believe me, I've just listened to a little Bluetooth speaker recently that doesn't quite have the audio capability here, so this sounds beautiful. And I forgot to look at the bottom here. There are little, they're not quite rubber feet, they're sort of feltish kind of feet on the bottom there to help with the audio dynamics, the wavelengths coming out whenever it's on a wooden surface. So on all these, they sound very decent. I like the little blue light there that lets you know that you're connected via Bluetooth. There is no indicator inside the manual as to whether or not... Ah, no there is. Blue light when connected to Bluetooth. So it lets you know what you're actually playing through, and we have a connection currently via Bluetooth. I'm going to go away and listen to some lossless music on this, and then I'm actually passing them to Paul, and he's going to give them a thorough review, connecting them up to all kinds of whatever doohickeys we have on the back here that we can connect them through. So it really is just RCA and Bluetooth. So we'll see what he thinks of it in the coming weeks. So the build quality feels pretty good and sturdy. You know, they are wood, which is always one of the best things to build speakers out of, to be honest. And they look quite nice. They've got that sort of veneer that you find on desks quite frequently. I think it was at IKEA or something, you would use this sort of thing. And they're hefty, they're pretty heavy, but they're not overly large. You know, that's not even a foot tall. Whereas you think the amount of sound coming out of it, or the feeling of the build of the sound, really you would expect a much larger chassis and housing for the whole speaker. They look good, and they look like they'll be able to hold their own. It'd be nice to be able to hook these up to all sorts of things like televisions and computers and that kind of caper, just to blast sound at you. So Paul's going to review them. We should have that up in the next couple of weeks. If you have any questions or anything you want us to look at in particular, throw it down in the comments box below, and we'll have a go at doing that. And give us a wee thumbs up if you fancy. Hit that subscribe button, and take care.